是阿万，谢谢你收听我的频道，关注一下越南的极端气候灾害之年，它的一个致命雨季。越南中部成为亚洲致命雨季的一个最新重灾区，受气候变化影响，这场雨季强度空前，且仿佛看不到尽头。越南政府周日通报称，在过去一周内，该国已有超过90人因洪水和山体滑坡丧生，另有约十几人失踪。在其中一个省份，过去几天降雨量累计超过1.8米。咖啡收获季被迫推迟。一份政府报告显示，仅周末的强降雨就导致至少20万户家庭被淹。以前从未发生过这样的事。44岁的陶登公中是惠安一支小型救援队的负责人，他驾驶快艇前往受灾最严重的区域救援。当地居民告诉我，洪水涨得太快，他们根本来不及反应，所以房屋损毁严重，还有很多人遇难。今年越南已遭遇14次台风的侵袭，而几十年前，该国平均每年仅有5场台风。过去几天的强降雨，甚至并非由气旋引发，更雪上加霜的是第15场强风暴，又已在越南中南部海岸附近形成。今年越南持续遭受灾害侵袭，触目惊心的画面是随处可见。浑浊浓稠的泥水淹没了房屋、商铺、咖啡种植园、旅店和家族墓地。这些场景让很多人难以分辨时间，因为按照往年规律，本月雨季本应逐渐消退，但如今洪水却依然在持续蔓延。越南中部受灾最为严重，上月灾情集中在建港一带，如今向南蔓延至约500公里外的芽庄附近的区域。此外，福治民市在8月和11月先后遭遇洪水。上月，越南连续遭遇3场台风袭击，首都河内被洪水淹没。10月，多雨期内，昔日的皇城顺化周边河流水位上涨约5.2米，浑浊的泥水涌入了精心修复的历史建筑。频繁的战乱与磨难，加之积极进取的文化氛围，造就了越南民众极强的韧性。他们或站在桌子上躲避洪水，或推着摩托车在淤泥中前行。鲜有人抱怨或指责他人。降水较少的地区见证者迅速行动起来。周日，胡志明市的多个地铁站成了物资收集处，堆积如山的食品和衣物将被送往北部受灾地区。不过，在网络上和私下场合，已有部分越南民众开始批评政府防灾准备不足，救灾响应迟缓。越南国家统计局数据显示，今年1月至10月，自然灾害已造成该国近300人遇难或失踪，经济损失超20亿美元。许多人质疑为何河流水位上涨时，警报和疏散系统未能给居民提供更多帮助？为何防洪系统不够有力，无法将洪水引离人口密集区？51岁的防御方表示，数十座灌溉和水力发电水库的泄洪操作似乎是加剧洪水灾情的原因之一。11月19日，他家所在的庆和省洪水在20分钟内就上涨了约1米。为了救家人，他不得不砸破自家屋顶，他的一个孩子险些溺水身亡，至少3名邻居在洪灾中丧生。整个村子都毁了，到处都是垃圾、电视机、冰箱和淤泥。洪水退去后的周一，黄玉芳在接受采访时说道，而此时政府的救援物资仍未送达，所有人的生活都被彻底打乱了。我不知道该从哪里，该如何重新开始生活。官员表示，政府正在积极 投入资金建设先进的天气预报和警报系统。气候科学家则强调，越南和许多其他国家一样，必须加快行动，以应对全球变暖引发的快速环境变化。研究表明，如今百年一遇的极端天气出现频率已超以往，而过去针对降雨量、风暴强度和河流最高水位设定的标准已不再适用。从地理上看，越南易受气候变化影响。2020年的一项研究将其列为气候变化热点地区。该研究指出，气温升高导致大气湿度增加，南海海水升温，再叠加台风活动规律变化，多重因素交织，形成了高风险漩涡。我们在2020年撰写这份报告时，本以为这些情况会在未来几十年内逐渐显现，而非短短12个月内。该报告的合著者之一，香港城市大学能源与环境学院院长本杰明·霍顿说：“雨季下雨本是常态，但现在降雨强度越来越极端。”他补充道：“即便是自然气候变化导致降水增多的时期，气候变化也会让情况雪上加霜。”驾船救援的陶登公中表示，面对这些早已超出自然范畴的灾害，他至今仍难以平复心情。我当时不知所措，他说，我拼尽全力去救人，但还是有很多人没能帮到。就是细读这篇报道的话，一个是天灾，还有一个是人祸。因为注意到一个细节，就是说，变电站啊，或者水站的一些水力发电水库的一些泄洪操作，那估计是没有通知民众，就是20分钟内就上涨了约1米。我觉得越南就好像跟我小时候生活的场景很像，因为我家住在沿海地带，台风一来的话，然后雨水呀，或者说水库的泄洪的话，大家都是要非常谨慎的。因为我记得我小，但是我记得就是因为我们家还有一些亲戚，就大家住在一些不同的地方，上游和下游，所以的话就是我妈妈就是会和他们的姐妹就是保持联系，他们夜里甚至就是不太敢怎么睡觉，因为他们说就是怕，其实也是怕类似担心，就是说泄洪的时候。其实是政府泄洪，然后不通知民众，那大家可能在熟睡中，哇，那你全都被淹死了。所以说，我就记得从我小时候，只要每次有台风、有洪水开始涨到一定位置了，然后家长们几乎就是村里就是大家就不敢怎么睡，因为它那个涨得太快了，如果涨得很快的话，大家就是一定要就是紧急的转移吧。所以说，可以看到说，这估计也是一个天灾加人祸，哎呀，所以这就是一个很久的一个系统的问题了。好，现在进行一下英文的部分。如果你还没有订阅请订阅我吧。Vietnam Year of Floods, Moss and Death. Central Vietnam has become the latest epicenter of a deadly rainy season in Asia that has been supercharged by climate change and seems to drag on without end. More than 90 people in the nation have been killed in the past week from flooding and landslides, and around a dozen more are missing, government officials reported Sunday. In one province, more than 6 feet of rain has fallen over the past few days. Peak coffee harvesting has been delayed. One government report noted that at least 200,000 homes have been flooded from the weekend's heavy rains. It's never happened like this before, said Dao Dangchong, 44, the leader of a small rescue team from Hong'an, who took his speedboat to the most damaged areas. Local residents told me the flood water rose too fast and they didn't have time to do anything. So the damage is severe to their house and many people died. Vietnam has been hit by 40 typhoons this year. 5 was the average a few decades ago. The rain from the past few days did not even come from a cyclone. But to add inundation on top of injury, a 15th major storm has just formed off the country's south central coast. Imagine this year, relentless battering or sink super broad water dousing over homes, shops, coffee plantations, tourism hotels, and family tombs have become both ubiquitous and disorienting. They can be hard to place in time for many because even as the rainy season is supposed to fade, as of this month the flood have spread. Central Vietnam has been the hardest hit from the around Da Lan last month to more than 300 miles south near Nha Trang, where the suffering is concentrated now. But Ho Chi Minh City flooded in August and again in early November. Hanoi was underwater last month in a 2-week period when shitty typhoons hit Vietnam. The rivers around Hue, a one-time royal capital, rose by 17 feet during a wet stretch of October, carrying mud into carefully restored historical buildings. Frequent wars and hardship, along with a forward-looking culture, have made the Vietnam people extremely resilient. Standing on tables to stay dry and pushing motorbikes through sludge, few have complained of a side blame. Donors in drier areas have been quickly to mobilize. In Ho Chi Minh City, metro stations became collection days Sunday for mountains of food and clothing to help those farther north. Online and in private, however, some Vietnam have begun to criticize the government lack of the preparedness and slow response. Natural disasters have left nearly 300 people dead or missing in Vietnam and cost more than $3 billion in damage between January and October, according to the National Statistics Office. Why many ask an alarm and evacuation system providing more help to residents as drivers rise. Why are mitigation systems stronger, guiding water away from population centers? Hinong Feng, 51, says the discharge from torrents of reservoirs for irrigation and hydropower seemed to contribute to the flooding. To save his family from water so that rose by 3 feet in 20 minutes on the night of November 19, he said he had to punch a hole in the roof of his home in the central province of Can Ho. One of his children almost drowned. At least 3 of his neighbors were killed. The whole village is destroyed. Chairs, TVs, fridges, and mods are everywhere, he said in an interview one day after the water receded, but government aids had still yet to arrive. Everyone was turned upside down. I don't know where and how to begin to start life again. Officials say the government is investing in advanced weather forecasting and alert systems. Climate scientists suggest that Vietnam, along with many other nations, needs to move faster to get ahead or repeat change cause a global warming. The old standards for storms or how high rivers will rise no longer fit an area with when research shows that once in a century extreme can happen far more often than that. Geographically, Vietnam is especially vulnerable. A 2024 study identified as a climate change hotspot, showing that warming temperature, adding moisture to the atmosphere, and heating up the South China Sea would combine with typhoon patterns to create a vortex of risk. We wrote that in 2024, thinking it would be something that would play out over the next few decades, not the next 12 months, said Benjamin Houghton, Dean of the School of Energy and Environment at the City University of Hong Kong and a co-author of the report. It is bad than anyhow, but it's becoming more extreme, he added. When you have natural variation, one is to be water climate change takes it to the next level. Mr. Tong, the rescue with the boat, said he was still trying to process the disaster that no longer seemed natural. I didn't know what to fear, he said. I tried to rescue as many as I could, but there was many that I was not able to help. Okay, thanks for your listening, and finger across like the Vietnam will be safety. And thank you for your listening.